Vale. Pues hoy toca Monkey Island. ¿Por qué no se ve bien? ¿Por qué le falta un trozo ahí en el directo? Vale, que está bien. No me he dado cuenta que tiene ese trozo negro ahí abajo. Bueno. Nueva partida. Vamos a empezar este Monkey Island Return to Monkey Island. Toda la historia y la diversión, pero con puzzles casuales para los jugadores atareados. Más puzzles y más difíciles a tope para los aventureros acérrimos que lo quieren todo. ¿Podremos empezar con este modo y después hacer este, o hacemos directamente el difícil? Difícil. Preludio. Comienza una historia inesperada.
Take this, LeChuck!
Guybrush, come over here. Gently now. Remove my mask.
Will you promise to stop picking on me?
All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
What's next?
Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents.
Yeah! Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry, I found him.
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real. Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes,
sir. Come on. I saw a scurvy dog shack back there.
Scurvy dogs. I've never had one of those.
No way. You have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling.
Wow.
Vale, pues aquí empieza, ¿no? Eso será como el inventario. Lista de tareas del gran piratilla. Comprar escorbutifarra. Esto es para llegar aquí. Los controles. Vale, te lo va marcando todo.
I once got a scurvy dog that was bigger than my head.
The words don't look like words.
Pero
But there's a picture of a scurvy dog. They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it. I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
Vale, debería ir
Some places you go have scurvy
haciéndome
dogs with
mi
cheese
chuletilla. Dame un segundo, que con papelillo. Voy a marcar Para luego en el directo, o sea, para luego cuando esté grabando el vídeo, no vaya a ser que se me olvide alguna cosa y me quede atascado en el vídeo. Entonces me voy copiando todo lo que hago y así después voy del tirón. Vale, vamos a ir por aquí.
It says, return outhouse key when finished, or else.
Did you know you can keep a scurvy dog warm by sticking it in your armpit?
Vamos a ir por aquí. ¿Cuánto vale el glove? ¿Cuánto valen los patapollos fritos?
How much are the scurvy dogs?
Scurvy dogs are only a half piece of 8. That's money that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of 8 is.
In France, they call a scurvy dog a chien scorbut.
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure, if you give me a piece of 8.
Please? Can't you spare something for a couple of hungry kids?
Listen up, you little moocher. Let me tell you something. I don't like kids. I'm an honest businessman trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
I guess never mind.
Hey, I know. Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way. Coins fall out of people's pockets when they sit down in there.
How much are those chicken foot fries?
Chicken foot fries are 2 pieces of 8.
Estos dos doblones. ¿De grog?
How much is a mug of grog?
Grog's for grown-ups. Beat it.
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
You kids better have money.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of money.
Vale, no han dicho...
Never
Ahora mismo no
mind.
podemos pedir nada. Que nos ha dicho que las monedas en los baños de enfrente que suele ver cuando se caen, cuando se sientan que cagan, ¿no? Cuando cagan, se le caen las monedas al sentarse. Eso es lo que quería decir. Vamos a ir a la letrina. Vamos a usar la pata.
Good, you unlocked it.
Please wash hands before leaving outhouse.
I can stand on my head without using my hands.
I'm not touching that gunk. It seems more like something Chucky would do. It isn't a piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
I thought it was a piece of 8. A fake coin is almost as good as a real coin.
Vale, hemos cogido...
I want to save 2 scurvy dogs at the same time.
Cogido la pieza esta.
Gross. Gross. Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No way. You do it.
Okay. Gross.
Pero esto no hay, ¿no? Lo tenemos que hacer esto.
It looks like a piece of 8 if you don't see very well.
Parece un doblón si te falla la vista. Hemos visto que tenía unas gafas muy gordas. Voy a intentar darle coba, ¿no?
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
I don't see very well, but I can hear just fine. Now what?
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure, if you give me a piece of 8.
What can we get with this?
Tastes like a piece of 8. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect!
Take 'em, boy.
What are you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours. So good! What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Vale, pues supongo que ya tendremos que ir. Rastrear y explorar, buscar a nuestros verdaderos padres.
I wonder where those 2 people we were following went.
Hey, Chucky, get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors.
Vale, vamos a ver qué más hay por aquí. ¿Qué es esto? Nada, esto.
I have an
Está la
extra
Chucky.
tooth in the back.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
No way.
Exhibit removed. Aww. This would be great for apple bobbing. Let's not go back there again. We'll just get yelled at.
Trastear y explorar, pero se puede cambiar de...
I wonder where those 2 people we were following went.
Los que estamos siguiendo. Esta gente... Vamos por aquí.
Did you know your feet won't smell if you don't wash them?
Sounds real. Wakey, wakey, Mr. Pirate. Hello? Boo!
Ha! He's dead to the world. That's my friend Dee. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner. There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
Vale, nos han dado nuevas tareas entonces, ¿no? Hacer explorar, mirar el ancla, ganar a Chucky en una carrera, dar de comer a la pata, echar salsa a mis corbutifarras, ensayar la lucha con espada, buscar un trébol de 4 hojas, pedir un deseo en el pozo de los deseos.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them bigger and bigger because they would do more damage that way. Then, people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship and hit the sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharper V-shaped design that was popular last century. But the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the letter V was bad luck. You can still find the old kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too evenly, and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason. Most anchors these days are made of iron, and you have to recast them like twice a year because they rust. About 30 years ago, somebody thought of a way to get around that by making them out of wood instead. All kinds of people invested a lot of money in these wooden anchor companies. But the only way they could keep them from floating was to attach another anchor. And So they gave up and went back to the old way. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit word nagara.
Supongo que no va a parar.
Called that because when you stop in the middle of the ocean, it's like you've made port at an invisible city. Yeah, I'm kind of an expert on anchors. I read a lot.
Ya para. Y por cierto, cuando está mal puesta la webcam, o está bien, yo creo que está bien, ¿no? Pero no me deja. Así. ¿Por qué no me deja usar esto ahora? ¿Cuáles son esos símbolos? ¿Dónde salen esos símbolos? Ya se ha quitado.
At home, I've got a collection of old scurvy dog sticks that fills a whole
Supuestamente
shoebox.
entonces, ahora, lo del ancla ya lo tengo. Ganar a Chucky en una carrera.
Hey, Chucky, wanna race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go! Chucky wins!
Ah, vale, que no sabía que tenía que darle.
Yeah!
Next time for sure. You up for another race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
I win!
Pues estos son los puzzles del juego. Dar de comer a la pata. Supongo que habrá que coger esto.
Hey, hands off!
Excuse me,
Yes?
could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
Excuse me,
Yes?
will you pretend to be our parents again?
What do you mean, again?
Run along and find your real parents.
Excuse me,
Yes?
Vale,
Never
no,
mind.
vale. Vale, tenemos que quitarle.
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days, you have no regard for personal property.
And no respect for your elders.
I have half a mind to give you a piece of my mind.
And I've got the other half.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah.
¿Cómo me salto esto?
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
¿Alguna tecla para pasar esto?
Blah, blah, blah. I certainly hope you'll have better manners in the future.
Flecha abajo para ver más frase anterior, flecha arriba para pasar al siguiente, escape para salir. Ah, vale. Ah, vale, esta es la que me da el diálogo. Bien. Y esta para abajo. Vale, y esta lo quito. Perfecto, ya.
I once had the hiccups for 4 days straight.
Don't feed the duck. What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs.
Bueno, pues ya tenemos donde... Pues decía algo de la salsa de mis... Pues ya tenemos la salsa ahí.
You're not going to touch the ground with your scurvy dog.
No, of course not. Gross.
Recogemos
You
el
should put
ketchup.
that on your scurvy dog. I can stand on my head without using my hands.
A Vaya para escribir escorbutifarra, cojones. Ay, esta no es de aquí.
It smells bad. Yuck! I don't think that was ketchup.
Whoops.
Vale, supuestamente tenemos otra, ¿no? Echar salsa. Enseñar lucha con espada. Supongo que esto que sale allí arriba. Enseñar lucha con espada. Enseñar con D la lucha con espada. No sé si lo dejáis así de mascaíto.
Do you want a sword fight with me?
You don't look very challenging.
No pareces muy hábil.
I wonder where this path goes.
¿Y si le doy escorbutifarra a la pata?
I'm saving this scurvy dog for myself.
Vale, ¿y entonces por qué no puedo pelear con esto?
Do you want a sword fight with me?
You don't look very challenging.
Let's be frank. You can never hope to beat me.
No way! You'll never catch up to my level.
I win.
I win.
Nuh-uh.
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
¿Me la han dado ya por hecha? Ya está hecha también. ¿Qué más falta? Buscar un trébol de 4 hojas y pedir un deseo en el pozo de los deseos.
Do not pick the 4-leaf clovers. As if.
¿Qué es lo que ponía? No lo leí. Voy a arrancar trébol de 4 hojas. ¿Cómo que no?
Let's look for a 4-leaf clover.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
Un trébol de 4 hojas.
I found one.
Awesome.
There was still one left? Darn.
Pues nada, uy.
I never thought I'd ever find one.
Otra hecha, me falta la de pedir el deseo y la de dar de comer al pato. Pata en ese.
I should find a coin to throw in.
Buscar una moneda como esta. Y la tiramos en el pozo.
I once had the hiccups.
Maybe I should throw this down the wishing well.
Es una planta chula.
I wish Chucky had a mustache.
Ah! Whoa!
Habrá que ir intentando hacer. Cuando lo grabe, buscaré otra cosa, a ver qué sale. Pues me queda dar de comer a la pata. Que no me deja la.
Are we done here? We might not be able to come back if we head this way. I want to see 2 scurvy dogs at the same time.
Pues me falta eso, darle de comer a la pata. No me dejan.
That's our bread.
no tengo nada para darle de comer, ¿no?
I can stand on my head without using my hands.
¿En serio que le ha dado el trébol? Logro desbloqueado, pata de la suerte. Le ha dado el trébol a la pata. Ahora sí, buscar a nuestros verdaderos padres.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey kids, having fun?
Yeah.
We got scurvy dogs.
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big Whoop.
Big whoop! Oh boy, that takes me back.
I like it when Chucky asked me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
Vale, supuestamente aquí es cuando empieza el juego. Lo que vamos a hacer es como una especie de tutorial, ¿no? Qué guay. Tiempo sin ver la isla. Hace tiempo sin ver la isla, tío. A ver qué nos cuenta esta vez. Ya intentaron salirse de lo antiguo, de la aventura del point and click clásico con el Tales of Monkey Island. En este return no llega a ser un point and click a la vieja usanza, es más modernillo, pero bueno, habrá que jugarlo a ver qué tal, ¿no? Luego a mí me gustaban más los antiguos, el Tales of Monkey Island, y vamos a ver este a ver qué tal sale. Parte 1. Un lugar acogedor. Logro desbloqueado, parte 1.
Feels good to be back on Melee Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Remember me?
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Oh, you know, freebooting mostly, swashing buckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him. LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
That's not the point. He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land. A nefarious, conniving, murdering scallywag. A depraved, ruthless villain. And a loud talker. And I'm not those things.
They say opposites attract, but what do I know?
We've been enemies for my whole career. Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
That guy steals all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was here first.
I don't know how he found out, but I'm sure he's just doing this to get one up on me. I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you.
Bajar a los muelles.
I detect a certain resemblance here.
Yes, it looks a lot like an owl, doesn't it?
También me marca lo que tengo que ir haciendo. Hablar con los jefes piratas para conseguir dinero, gastar fajos de billetes en financiar la expedición, encontrar el secreto de Monkey Island y revivir los días de gloria. Pues sí, también me lo marca lo que tengo que hacer. He dicho que bajemos a los muelles, ¿no?
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's dedicated to dedication.
Caminar por los muelles. Voy a echar un vistazo por los muelles.
I'll talk to the pirate leaders before I go see what LeChuck is up to.
Antes de hablar con los piratas.
Some things never change. The Scum Bar will be here as long as there are pirates. Damn pirate wannabes.
Yar.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
Al fondo del Scum Bar está una ballena gigante, un trofeo de pesca, la bodega o la cocina. Por lo menos antiguamente era así. Entonces, coger el libro trivial. Es como un minijuego dentro de los minijuegos, ¿no? Es que...
Looks like a circus act. Maybe.
Son los jefes piratas, ¿no?
Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders. Get lost.
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you? Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
Where are the 3 older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition? Who is it that you think you are exactly?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not. Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, there was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent. It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him? Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
It's a personal passion of mine. I really want to find it.
Your weird fetishes are not something I need to hear about.
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out. Would you at least consider advancing me some funds? It's a surefire investment. Triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
Could you at least point me towards an available ship?
You don't even have a ship? You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going? Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies. Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes. I like the old pirate leaders better.
Vale, ya hemos hecho también lo de los jefes piratas. ¿Qué nos van quedando? ¿Esto qué es? ¿De dónde salió esto?
This has gotten me out of a lot of scrapes over the years.
¿Y la pluma?
The pen is mightier than the sword. I've got a few coins for incidentals.
Este es el libro del Trivial. Conseguir o encontrar un barco. Vamos a tener que hablar con el que mueve ya las manos todo rápido, ¿no? Ofertas de trabajo.
Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short of swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Absolutely. I'd love to be a swabby. Swabbing is one of my favorite things in the whole world. The restful, mindless repetition, the delicate scent of old soapy water, the proud satisfaction of a sparkling plank.
Okay. Save the strokes for the decks. The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Guybrush Threepwood.
Yeah, that's what I thought. LeChuck gave me a blacklist and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist. I'm afraid I can't hire you after all.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop.
Mira. Recoger la tarjeta del trivial. O sea, que esto que vamos a ir buscando la tarjeta durante todo el juego. Para llegar a Monkey Island. Canela, sangre de mono, levadura. Calavera sí. Sangre de mono también. Canela o levadura. Vamos a dejarla por ahora.
I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship.
Espérate, Kate. Que no sé si después saldrán otra vez las tarjetas trivial.
No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4.
Habrá que buscar... ¡Ay! Que lo he sacado.
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
Creo que se entera uno por aquí. Dame un segundo. No está puesto en pantalla completa. Porque se sale. Que se sale el ratón a la pantalla secundaria. Y eso puede ser un problema alguna que otra vez. Calle menor.
Elaine? Guybrush!
Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
I was hoping you'd turn up in this story.
I was hoping you'd turn up in mine.
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of lines to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
You won't believe how I'm getting to Monkey Island.
I've known you a long time. Try me.
I'm planning to sign on to LeChuck's crew, mutiny them, and take the ship.
Oh, dear. Isn't there an easier way?
Oh, trust me, that is the easy way. Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
You've probably got to get going.
You say goodbye first.
No, you say bye 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 first.
Bye.
Bye.
The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee.
Volver a los muelles. Leer la propaganda.
It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end. Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers.
El auténtico vudú.
They're having a half-off sale. Well, the voodoo here must be authentic, culturally, and historically accurate. The sign says so. Going out of business? This place is an institution. Ah, the International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
You mean?
Fate ordained that you would be here several minutes ago. Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
It's a gift.
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much. The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way. Think of it as a book
of
hints.
What is it really?
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
O sea, que la han puesto para que sea fácil.
No charge.
¿Cómo consigo una fregona? O sea, que te la han puesto muy fácil el juego. Ya no me está gustando tanto eso, ¿eh?
Your sign says you're going out of business. Or is this one of those not really going out of business sales?
There is a new dark magic on the rise in the Caribbean. It has many adherents, particularly among the young. There is little demand for my talents or my wares. Business is terrible, and there are other factors. Captain Madison desires this location. That it belongs to me will be of little help against her financial and political powers.
Whoa, back up. Dark magic, you said?
I did.
How does dark magic work?
Runes, chemicals, the power of secrets. I am no expert. It's too sterile for my tastes. I like things messy and theatrical.
Is dark magic powerful?
Powerful, yes, it can be. But dangerous. If the badger chews his own tail, soon there is no more badger.
You like that metaphor a lot, don't you?
It has many uses.
Can dark magic get me to Monkey Island?
No.
Nuts. Where can I get my hands on some dark magic?
Dark magic is not your path, Guybrush Threepwood.
I don't suppose you sell mops.
I cannot guide you on matters of mops. The true master is the cook at the scum bar.
Can you use your talents to tell me how Elaine is right now?
She is always close, no matter the distance.
Do your answers ever make sense?
There are no answers, only questions that are finished.
Are you able to see what LeChuck is up to?
Your goals and the goals of LeChuck are aligned, as always. But his intentions are darker. He would use the secret to do terrible things.
Darker? What's that supposed to mean?
LeChuck must not acquire the secret.
No argument there.
Sin embargo, en el Tales Monkey Islands, LeChuck se volvía bueno y ahora aquí te lo están pintando como malo.
Is this the year when you finally tell me your name? It's become almost a running gag between us. But it's awkward, like when your glass is empty but you keep trying to drink out of it over and over.
It is Corina.
Oh, okay. Karina. Nice. Somehow it was more exciting before I knew that.
That is true of many things.
Will I succeed?
Achievement depends mostly on the definition of success.
Got any other mystical advice or information for me? Stock tips or something?
No.
Vale, ya hemos hablado con ella.
This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain magical disguises. But alas, they have all gone.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum. I'm sure the magic has worn off by now, but I believe I could restore its abilities.
Nos ha dicho lo de la mopa que está en el cocinero y ahora un parche no sé qué para. Pues vamos apuntando.
Do you do gift wrapping?
We're out of wrapping paper, unless you'd like it wrapped in the skin of a lizard.
No thanks. An empty basket. I should have gotten here last month. Too bad it's empty.
Tarjeta de trivia también aquí, ¿ves? Por cierto, tarjeta de trivial, vamos a echar un vistazo a ver si no la sabemos, ¿no? Uf, ¿cuántos títulos con el libro?
Someone's very excited I'm looking at this sign. It says everything must go, but it says it with numbers.
All my merchandise is top shelf.
Can't you at least wait until I say what I'm thinking? It's creepy. Keep up the good work, buddy. It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair. I didn't know these were a voodoo thing.
They're not. But the tourists like them.
Looks like it's been there forever. Not for me. Everything's spilled out of it in a puddle. A crystal. This isn't that kind of game. Green, half off. Blue, half of half off. Yellow, half of half of half off. Orange, aren't you glad you're here? It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me for safekeeping.
I'd need a lot of keys to open that. The curtains are for sale too?
Everything goes. They'd make a great dress.
Pointy.
It is a non-magical ceremonial knife. Very sharp indeed.
Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice. I will need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless artifacts.
No problem.
Threatening, frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring yourself or another person are likewise considered outside the scope of acceptable use.
Oh, okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates these terms and will invalidate the warranty. Whittling, scrimshaw, mumbledy-peg, juggling, and any tricks involving stacking or balancing the product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted by unlicensed persons.
Uh-huh.
Use with breads, spreads, bedspreads, or thread may damage the product. If damaged, the product should not be used. Product is sharp and should not be carried in a pocket, coat, belt, hatband, handbag, shoulder holster, or sheath. At all times, keep the product away from children, pets, the aged or infirm, clowns, pirates, and adults. Where possible, it should be locked securely in a vault. The manufacturer accepts no responsibility for the consequences of...
Puede... No me deja. Tengo que seguir.
Any use or misuse of this product. By verbally assenting to these terms, purchaser hereby assumes all liability, past, present, and future, throughout this and all possible and impossible universes.
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a
Hay algo que puedo hacer con él, dice.
It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife. What's this thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will do, give the forgiveness frog. It's like a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It works. Trust me.
I'll take this forgiveness frog.
It can help someone forgive even very old transgressions.
What's cooking?
The feast of knowledge.
Vale, pues creo que lo llevamos ya todo de aquí.
Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store. Oh yeah, that clock has been broken for decades now. If any clock were the exception to that rule, it would be this one. Looks like Wally's got a new place in Melee. I hope he's not still sore about the monocle. Hey, Wally!
Well, 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 look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned, and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
I'm looking for a mop.
This is maps and more, not mops and more.
Well, I was hoping the and more might include mops.
Well, it doesn't. Try asking the cook over at the bar where he got his.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all. Haha, a little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was. Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps. So, what am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
It's great to see you landed on your feet after all these years.
Business has been booming with all these new dark magic pirates. Captain Madison has me on a lucrative retainer. She pays extra for a bunch of wacky symbols I just make up.
I'll let you get back to cartographing.
That's not a real word.
Uh-huh.
Vale, unirme a la tripulación del Echak, resolver el problema de la primera oficial americana de trabajo, conseguir una fregona, apoderarme del barco del Echak. Oye, a Wally, ¿qué le podemos robar?
Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Ooh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps and more on the edge.
Thanks. I appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the block once or twice. I feel very strongly about that for some reason. Hey, Wally, what's in these boxes?
Maps.
It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do that. The first rule of piracy is never buy a used treasure map. Ooh, this one looks nice. How much is it?
Oh, that one? Too much.
Good old mazes. Can't get enough mazes. Somewhat understated and somewhat overpriced. I try to steer clear of sea monsters myself. Huh, never seen one of those before. That looks like a treacherous voyage. It says, rating, Cursed Black Diamond. I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island. It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? It's a long, small map of somewhere far, far away. What's this a map of?
The secret movements and activities of my competitors.
That sounds reasonable. Ooh, looks chilly up there. This map shows both sides of the globe.
It's twice the value.
Oh.
Hey, Wally. Melee clock is still broken.
Yep.
Vale. Pues de aquí creo que nada más.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an
La
annoying
levadura es lo que no hace falta.
Well done. Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed. Wait, let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Should we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball. Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay. Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work. I think it's a chandelier.
A visitor! Wait. Guybrush Threepwood?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan. Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice. Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic! You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore, but maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Yeah, I'm sort of planning on hijacking an existing crew instead of recruiting one. But maybe I can spring you anyway, for old time's sake.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors?
Imagine that. What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I notice you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
We'll accept the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
Watch your boots
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
Vale, tenemos el número... Vale, cárcel, monóculo...
How's your day going?
Sí, tenemos el número de serie del... Para sacar, supongo que para hacer la llave.
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
You look like you're...
Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away.
Sí, voy a intentar hacer lo mismo, pero dice que se ha borrado.
Most of this serial number has been rubbed off.
They say the only real prison is the one in your head. But take it from me, that's a load of barnacle.
This is the number for the jail cell lock. Hey, Stan!
Hello there, son.
Oh, sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Okay, don't worry about it. I've already got a plan to steal a ship from LeChuck.
Well, if you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Malay Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice. Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
See you later.
Yep.
Cepillo de diente para este y...
Word of advice, kid. Stick to the narrow strip.
¿Esos se van apuntando? No. Estas son las principales, vale, pues... El cepillo de diente y todo el rollo este no aparece. Bueno, pues... Seguimos.
Jail is like a bad breakfast. Small, greasy, and hard to swallow.
At least the jail is well lit.
Yeah, but the better I can see it, the worse it looks.
Darn it! I've been trying to inventory the spiders, but they keep eating each other, and I have to start over.
No sé qué, pero...
A spider! Looks sort of like an eye.
Hi there, newcomer.
Hiya. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locksmith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes, they did. Yes, it was. And they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
It's really clean in here. Do you have a mop I could use?
I simply don't allow filth to accumulate in the first place. Try somewhere a little less sanitary, like the bar by the docks.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary, just information.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a fail-safe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
But she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key, one that opens all locks at once.
That seems enormously useful.
Maybe. Depends on if you can close them again.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
Vale, vamos a echar un vistacito por la tienda.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
What's this lock?
That's for hats. And please, don't touch the glass.
What's this key?
That's for a lockable quiver.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
Are these for customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course. Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
Vale, le vamos a dar el número de serie.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Oh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
Vale, pues... esto es boli. Pues ya tenemos la llave para abrir la cárcel. Vamos a por Bell.
Hey, Guybrush. Hey, kid.
Vamos a usar la llave.
Hot diggity, what a day, huh?
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case.
Todo
and
desbloqueado,
decided that you
espera.
should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case.
Vale, hemos sacado al Otis. Y ya de aquí... nada más, ¿no?
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door. Things are not what they seem. All keys are gold. It's the way of keys.
Explorar cañón.
It seems to be stuck closed.
No tengo nada con que abrirla, ¿no?
That never ends well for the knife. This key doesn't fit. I don't see anything useful here.
Mira lo que hay aquí. Callejón. Tarjeta trivial, vamos a verla. Ya que estamos, tengo que solucionar la otra. ¿Cuántos globos aerostáticos se ven desde el parque? Ay, no, ¿cuál es el ingrediente que falta? La levadura. Y por acá no se va a hacer nada más. Por aquí no se puede hacer nada más. Que ir al Scum Bar.
What kind of person would just paint on a wall like that? Elaine would never have stood for this when she was governor. This place has kind of gone downhill.
Estaba antes.
Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Se hemos vuelto al Scum.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body is fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic. Stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes!
Now get lost.
Logro por los fans.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
It's those 3 clowns at the back table. Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames.
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe, how have you been?
Fine.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
Still in public service. Fighting scurvy now.
My place is clean. Our health certificates are up to date.
No, it's not like that. She's got a foundation. They're trying to promote limes as a preventative.
Oh, well, tell her I say hello.
Do you know where I can buy a mop?
Buy? You don't want to buy a mop.
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
Remind me how to find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Okay, I guess I'll do it.
Vale,
What's
pues.
wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop. Active little guys, aren't they? Looks like a mugshot.
Stay away from that picture. Stay away from my mop.
The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk.
Mira, tarjeta trivia.
Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. pests or garnishes?
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. Then you have a packet of stick-on stars. The plaque says, "In memory of looming seagulls of old." I think someone tried to secure a boat with this.
Vale, nada más por aquí, ¿no? A ver.
It's hopeless.
No se puede utilizar con los objetos de... Libro de Trivial. ¿Cuántas salamanquesas diferentes puede ver desde la cabeza de mono? ¡Guau! Y... conseguir una fregona me la ha quitado. Ah, vale, porque es fabricar una fregona ahora. Buscar el árbol de las fregonas. Supongo que habrá que salir de aquí. Y habrá que ir al... a la parte de arriba y coger por aquí, ¿no? Vamos a hablar con él a ver si tiene algo.
Those new pirate leaders are real jerks. They laughed at me, and they won't fund my expedition. Why didn't you warn me?
Would you have listened?
Of course. Okay, no, probably not.
Al interior de la isla. Bosque. A ver, vamos a ir al bosque a ver si encontramos el árbol.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended.
Te recomiendo ir con mapas, o sea, ya nos está diciendo que tenemos que ir a Wally. Salir del bosque, al bosque oscuro y profundo donde seguro que me pierdo. Planta carnívora.
A classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth. Ooh, purple flowers. These must be catmint, or wisteria, or sweet rocket. Ew. I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Vale. En el bosque necesitamos mapa.
Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now. Museum of Pirate Lore.
Hi there. Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Thanks?
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the Dread Pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here, on Melee.
Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter, written by Elaine Marley, while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot. That's a nice ore.
The one with the coffin, yeah. The coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town, but I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab Island.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous Peg Leg Patty. She used to hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, that's the reason she's no longer with us.
What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy number 1 on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important. What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the Melee jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
Dame un segundo que me están llamando. Vale, que estaba esperando un paquete y era el repartidor para entregar paquete. Bien, seguimos preguntando cositas.
That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
You should think about hiring a research assistant.
Oh, I did. Unpaid, of course. Intern.
What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him. I tried it on though, and nothing happened.
There's some very tiny writing on it.
¿Sabemos lo que vamos a hacer, no?
Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
Necesita algo más potente.
Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius. Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces.
Que esto lo vamos a tener que intentar coger.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. How on earth do you have that note?
Oh yeah, that's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures, but somehow I'm not even mentioned in your stories.
That's what's so great about this museum. Everyone makes their own connections with the exhibits, and it's highly personal and different for everyone.
That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
That's okay. You don't need to say anything. Just listen to what the exhibits tell you.
Fine. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow! Are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that.
Nice.
I'm going to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent! Super retro. If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
Your museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
I am part of something.
Exactly.
Are any of these things valuable?
The security parrot isn't just here to look piratey. John Laney's eye patch is irreplaceable. It's the highlight of the collection. Amazingly, I got it at a yard sale. They didn't know what they had.
Do you have maps of the forest here?
No, that's not really what we do. Try the map shop in town?
Tell me about that newsletter of yours.
The Pirate Times. We publish pirate news, pirate stories, pirate poetry, all things piratey, really.
I'd see you wear a peg leg despite having both of your original legs.
Just part of the docent's outfit, for the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché. I'll have a look around.
Please do.
Vale, almacén. Harta trivia.
It's cracker mix. Some assembly required.
Nada más, ¿no?
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
Atari no creo. Commodore 64 y BMPC o Amiga. Aquí hemos puesto el museo. Vamos a ir... Deberíamos ir a la calle mayor, creo que era, ¿no? Calle menor. Y los mapas. Preguntarle a Wally por un mapa del bosque.
I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
Bye.
Una astilla.
They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
He conseguido otro monóculo ya que estoy aquí. Espérate, entonces. Hemos venido a ver a Wally. Le hemos preguntado por la fregona. Y hemos cogido otro monóculo. Ya supongo que con un monóculo vamos con el otro.
If one monocle is good, two is better. This was a good idea. They magnify stuff even better since I stuck them together.
Vale, ahora si vamos a lo del... Vale, de aquí. Lo de la gobernadora, ¿no? Ya que estamos aquí.
Carla.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
Anything but your cooking.
Low-hanging fruit, but it works.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
You should never have given up being Swordmaster.
Who says I did?
Oh, sorry, I just assumed. Governor seems like a full-time job.
It is, but there's room for overlap if you're creative about it. I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Elaine said that program is being hampered by Captain Madison.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now.
Otra carta ahí del trivia.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Por cierto, tenemos una de aquí, ¿no? El círculo era de... Los hermanos Fettuccini. Esto no acordaba. Lo que quería leer era... La librería de la mansión. Supongo que la mansión es esta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Vale, hemos adivinado otro. Y de hecho, los...
I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it. Warning, do not try these tricks at home. Does not include Secret of Monkey Island. Oh. It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey. Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. Edgy. I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
Vale, vamos al peluche. ¿Qué servirá para algo? ¿Y esto?
It's a lot of work being governor. I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Vale, entonces...
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal. Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax regulatory policies helped make the island what it is today.
Vale, de aquí nada más, no podemos entrar en la habitación. Tenemos el doble monóculo. Tenemos el peluche.
It's soft and extra fuzzy.
Si le doy la rana a esta. No, vamos a aguantar la rana por si acaso. Quiero ir al museo. Mirar con el doble monóculo.
Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down.
Vale. Tenemos el número de serie de la cerradura. Entonces, ahora nada más que habría que ir a la cerrajera.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hello. Hello again. Can I get another key made?
Sure. Just write down the serial number and give it to me.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This will be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps.
Vale, pues ya tenemos la llave del expositor también, o sea que... tenemos que ir por una astilla de la fregona, así que... Espérate, y aquí, ya que...
It seems to be stuck closed. I don't see anything useful here.
Hay otra tarjeta. Ah, es la misma. Las arañas. O sea, en el callejón cada vez que vayamos hay tarjeta. Las setas. Unos 10, tío. Intenta sacar una astilla de la fregona, ¿no? No, no, aquí no.
Well, it's definitely a mop.
Stay away from my mom.
Entonces hago yo una astilla.
Oh, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse, Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
Hablar. Cocinero que nos está dando otra misión.
Oh, where did he say he had the dish he wants you to make?
At the governor's mansion. It's probably some exotic, weird-tasting thing from a swanky
Vale, entonces tenemos que hablar con la gobernadora.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
Oh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
Can I ask you again about the mop I need to make?
Sure.
What kind of wood did you say the tree was?
I didn't.
Remind me how to find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
Okay, thanks.
Vale. ¿De dónde puedo sacar una astilla?
Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, you know, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir. I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you.
Creí que era una carta trivia, ¿no? Vale, pues... Vamos a ir a hablar con la gobernadora, ¿no? ¿Verdad? ¿Hay una puerta? No me deja marcarla, ¿vale?
for a recipe. A dish you served at a recent function. It's been described as hot and having ingredients in it. Ring any bells?
I do host plenty of functions, but I'm afraid I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
Yo creo que sí, que ha llegado el momento.
This is for you.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
You haven't even bothered to write anything personal on this frog. That's just rude. I reject your frog.
Well, apparently a forgiveness frog doesn't work if the apology you write on it isn't good enough. Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I realize that you are tough on toughness. And I know you're really nicer than people say you are. Please accept my humblest apology. I've implemented a reminder system for myself. This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, but the only personal thing you got right in here is my name. I reject your frog.
Mierda. Va a ser más complicado de lo que parece.
Dear Carla.
Siento haber perdido el libro que me prestaste, así, ¿no?
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I appreciate that you're keen on bluntness. And everybody says how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future. This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, but the only personal thing you got right.
No, tiene que tener alguna forma de hacerlo.
I reject your frog.
Tiene que tener alguna forma de hacerlo. Voy a hablar con la del vulgo, a ver qué me dice.
I've always been impressed by your chair.
Thank you.
Do you know more about this John Laney guy with the eye patch?
Captain John Laney was renowned as the pirate of 1,000 faces. It was said that he could fool his best friend with nothing more than an eye patch. That legend is true, but only because the eye patch he used was filled with much voodoo magic. The eye patch still exists. It is on display at the Museum of Pirate Lore here on Melee Island. If an enterprising person such as yourself were to liberate it and bring it here, I could most likely get it working again.
Got it. Thanks. Got any other mystical advice or information for me?
No.
Vale, entonces no voy a poder... Vale, pues eso lo tendré que dejar más para adelante. Vale, entonces, a ver. Necesito una astilla para lo del mapa. Necesito la rana de la cocina para el este. Y tengo que irme ya al gimnasio, así que creo que lo voy a dejar aquí, ¿no? Sí, lo voy a dejar aquí ya. Supongo que habrá que ir explorando más cosas, igual que... otra carta aquí. Vale, supongo que igual que hemos venido hasta aquí, habrá que ir al astillero, habrá que ir... A ver, en el astillero, por ejemplo, me dijo este que cogiera el cepillo de dientes.
Wow, that's worse than I imagined. I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival. The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? I don't want to wreck my brand new shiny knife. The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day. It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships.
¿Qué puedo usar para eso? ¿Qué es?
This has gotten me out of a lot of scrapes over the years. There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. It's a dried up old sea sponge.
Voy una esponja. Esto es para los cereales, creo. Hay que llenarla de agua primero.
Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now.
Aquí hay otra carta del tuyo. Esa carta. La mulería de largo, la grande era. Creo que esto, ¿no? ¿Cómo entro en lo de Stan? Hay que encontrar alguna forma de abrir la ventana.
The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
Vale, pues lo voy a dejar aquí y después seguiremos dando vueltas. ¿Qué me queda por explorar?
I remember when this place used to be wall to wall with sword training gyms. Now there's nothing but trees. Progress. Meat Hook's museum is gone. So is the cable to his island. It's just as well, given the worldwide rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle shortage.
Bueno, que tengo el museo que ya podríamos abrir, pero necesitaríamos el... ¿De dónde saco agua, tío?
It's good for relieving stress.
Necesito el libro de la gobernadora, que no lo consigo, porque necesito lo de las ranas. No sé cómo hacerla funcionar. Me tengo que guiar, tío. Bueno, después seguimos jugando otro rato. De barco.
How clever. I hope this isn't one of those party cruises.
¿Por qué no podemos utilizar esto? Voy a atacar de trivia. La isla Blue está. ¡Oh! Ah, si falla la pierde. Alguna vez tiene que fallar. ¿Dónde puedo meter agua, tío? Para la esponja.
Hey, watch it!
Bueno, venga, lo voy a dejar aquí. Guardar. Y salir. Lo voy a dejar aquí. Y después cuando venga del gimnasio, coma y todo el rollo este, pues seguiremos jugando otro ratito. Ah, bueno, hoy tengo clases. Hoy tengo clases. No, pues después a la noche. Bueno, gente, dejamos el directo aquí y nos vemos en el siguiente.